Welcome back to Stellaris. So since last time I played, and since last time I was very confused about how federations worked, I did a little bit of research on the Wikipedias, and I've learned a few things. First of all, you might remember that I was kind of confused about this combined fleet. So that's basically, I think, if you're a federation, the federation gets its own naval capacity. So you can build actually federation forces that doesn't count toward your naval capacity, but it counts toward the federation's one. So that's nice because that gives you sort of like a neutral fleet that anybody can use. Well, by anybody, I mean the leader of the faction can use, or the federation can use. And the federation ownership changes, I think, every 10 years. So right now I'm the leader, and then 10 years later, you'll go back to these guys. And also the second thing is we offer these dudes our associate membership, and they have been accepting that. So which means that they basically have a defense pact with us. They're not formally a part of the federation yet, but at a later date they may be able to join, and that also helps us in terms of improving our relationship with them. So that's the good news. The bad news, of course, is we've got all sorts of enemies. Both of these guys hate us. This guy down here hates us. If I have my preferences, I would want to wipe out these dudes first. But I can't start any wars, unfortunately, because my defense policies. So we have to provoke somebody somehow into starting wars with them, or provoking them into starting war with us, and then hope that our allies can come and take their planets. So the plan involves taking and settling that planet. Unfortunately, I can't, because it's far too far away from us, and it takes 290 to colonize. So I'm going to give up on that plan for now. What I may do, however, is I might put a station here to sort of wall that off. But to be honest with you, I don't really think that's all that necessary, because we're getting to the point where I'm starting to unlock the ability to terraform. So which means hopefully soon we will be able to settle any planet that we want. Well, at least open up our options. And if I'm honest about it, you can actually settle on these planets which you don't have very good understanding of, don't have very good habitability over, but it just makes your people very angry. So I don't want to do that yet, because once they settle, I'm not sure how you can terraform. So I might just go ahead and try to terraform first before settling them. Okay. The second bad news is this dude, which was a primitive civilization, and unfortunately they turned out to be somebody who hates us. They're imperialist, and they immediately declared close border on us, and we need to contain them right away. We can't let them expand. So my plan involving that is I want to wall them in with my territory so that they cannot go anywhere. And it's easy on this side, but it's hard on this side, because I don't have any ability to settle planets here. So what I'm planning to do is to eventually put a station somewhere in this area and then limit them. But the first thing I need to do is, I don't think I can make friends with them. We're not that bad yet, but we already have a huge amount of border friction, and they hate us to begin with. And what I can do is to make this relationship far worse, because they're so bad. I might be able to bully them a little bit. So let's try something. I might regret this. Oops, excuse me. But let's see if this will work. So I'm going to declare a rivalry with them. Actually, no. That doesn't get us enough. 0.2 influence per month is not going to cause anything. So we can close borders with them. And then that will make it so they can't enter our territory, so they can only go this way. The second thing I was debating is about this particular planet. It's actually a pretty good planet, and I was thinking about whether I want to colonize it right now or not. The issue is that I still have hope that these dudes might be amenable to a diplomacy. So I might leave this planet alone so that I don't create any more border friction with them. And I hope that these two have enough border friction that causes problems. But I would like to focus on here first. And I'm not quite sure how I'll go about it, but because they're not going to declare war on me if my military strength is too high. So I'm not quite sure. The conclusion is I'm not quite sure. So let's go and play and see what happens. We also have a bunch of special projects that are queued up. So they're almost done. Wait. What are we colonizing? Red ore. Where's red ore? Okay, that's fine. Let's see. It's been a while since I played, so I need to figure out where everything is. Okay, so there's a planet here. So that actually helps me because that plays into my agenda of pissing them off, so they try to attack me. Okay, and then that's 4 of 7s, 5 of 7s soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to colonize here so I can get access to this resources. So you may wonder, if you colonize too many planets, every single planet makes your science slow down by 10%. And the question is, can you get 10% back? And if you look at our science output right now, to get 10% back, every single new planet we capture, we need to have the ability to produce at least about 7 science of each type. And when you put a few populations in there, that's actually a very doable goal. So I think right now expansion, the benefit of it's going to far outweigh the cost of technology. And where technology right now is going pretty fast. Like a new one only costs 29 a month. So I'm okay with that. Alright. I'm not going to interrupt him. I want him to finish this manipulation, and then we're going to finish some of this other stuff here. What is this? Oh my goodness. So many different things. Space amoebas, okay. There are too many special projects. I can't finish them all. I might think about getting another additional scientist to get some of those things going. How many scientists do we have? We have 3 science ships. You know what? Let's build another science ship. Why not? No, we don't. We don't want to do that. Because we can build a science ship, but we don't have enough influence to afford a scientist. Although, didn't we get like a new scientist last time? Goodness. I don't remember anything. Let's try it. Nope. No new scientists. 2 governors. 2 admirals. Okay. Everybody's still very much alive. 90 years. They're not going to be dying until they're 150. That's the benefit. Okay. Okay, so they took a tribute. And I think they took a tribute too. Great. All of this for the sake of improving relationships. Construction ship. Now, you're here to build wormhole generators. I want to have access in this area, and I want to explore some of it. Because I need to expand. I've finally realized. And I don't have any place to go. This is actually quite good. We're still having some issues with our energy credits. I would like to get that to positive, and then get it over 3,000 again, such that we have the ability to make these dudes happy. Alright, we're gonna settle. Okay, research, whatever. Okay. And that will give us access to a bunch of these resources, which will be quite helpful. And additionally, it will give us access to more spaceports. So potentially, that can fix our problems a little bit. Okay, so you're done with this. And I'm gonna send you off. That might be the extent that we can go right now. I might send him to build more wormholes, but at this point, that's not going to benefit me too much because I have no ability to expand beyond this little group here. What is this? Okay. So while we wait, I'm going to bring him back. And I kind of want him... I want a station here because of the strategic resource. But I also want a station somewhere around here so I can contain him. I'm not quite sure what will be the best order of doing this, unfortunately. Also, you can see that if their border expands anymore, I might be in trouble. Luckily, most of our systems are pretty far away from this border dispute, and I have one empire here, or one city here, that's pretty strong. So hopefully that will be okay. Let's cross our fingers. So let's bring him down here instead. And by that point he gets down here, I might have finished with some of the stuff that I'm doing in terms of colonization. Also, I am going to queue up exploration for all of these places. It's going to be a slow one because I really shouldn't be moving the entire fleet, but I'm a little bit worried. Because the fleet is so large, it's going to take them forever to actually make the jumps. But I think it'll still be okay for now. Anyway. What are you doing? For some reason, somebody has told... Okay, we've seen this before. Alright, good. Random bonuses. Perfect. Wonder what my next move is. How can I... I feel like I'm relatively safe in terms of if I'm being attacked right now. I should have enough to ward off any sort of potential invaders. The worry is that two of my enemies form some sort of a coalition together. That's the first worry. And then the second one is I get attacked simultaneously on several fronts. So, okay, they settle here. I'm rooting for these red dudes. Minus 13. Okay, let's go ahead and build the research stations. You're done, which means I can build all of the stuff here too. Mining station, alright. We're starting to lose a little bit of our economic edge, so we have to get it back. And for this huge ass fleet. Oh, hi. Space torpedoes? I don't really like any of this stuff. Let's do the space torpedoes. It's cheap enough. Alright, more of this stuff. Okay. New ships. What did I get? New ships? What? Oh, I got reinforcements, eh? Okay. Well, let's move them over here. So I'm gonna just have this ship do all the special projects. Where are you? You're over here. Stay away from the dimensional horror. He's not moving, is he? Okay, he's still staying there. Okay, good. But you instead can explore some of these territories. That's right, we also have a bunch of aliens here. I might go over there and kill them. Let's pause. Too many things happening at the same time. Here's my other problem. I don't really know which tree to go down. I kind of want to finish prosperity, because that gives us a huge bonus to our economy. But I also want to start going to diplomacy, since we need it. Right now this doesn't do anything, but I like to get the ability to form federations as soon as possible, although my allies are doing some of that too. So discovery is also good. I can finish that, but it doesn't give us anything, just core systems, which we're not feeling right now. So let's go ahead and do this. I think that will help our economy quite a bit. Okay, that's maybe an exaggeration, but next time we're going to try to finish that tree. And that will get us, because we're expanding too, so that will get us onto some better places in this world. I don't know. Point defense. I want stuff that helps economy, not this. Well, maybe this is not too bad. Gravity sensors. What does that do? No, it's just a sensor. What about combat rolls? Is that any good? Point defense. Point defense helps with missile weapons. Meaning it helps you defend against missile weapons. I don't want to go into lasers. I'm going to be very one-dimensional, focus on missile weapons. Because ideally, you want to have multiple choices, but the way that this game is set up, you cannot just research everything. So we have to focus on one kind of weapon and stick with it. I mean, something like Endless Space 2, you can switch back and forth. But you have to, the cost of doing that is so expensive that it just doesn't really make too much sense. So let's do that. It's the cheapest. I don't like any of those alternatives, but at least it gives us something. Okay. Hopefully they find something, some settleable planet. It's not like I can settle them because it's going to cost us about 200 influence points to do it. Okay. They finished the wormhole there. Alright, let's build one more wormhole there. And that will give us a round square access to this entire region. Because we need to have multiple wormholes here, in case one of them gets destroyed. I don't know how smart the AI is about targeting them. But I don't want to find out that possibility when it's too late. Okay, hold on. Let's merge the fleets. Also, on Yaris Prime, I will build... Before I build it, I have access to cruisers now. And I'm going to deck it out. Let's see. Deflectors, afterburners. What does afterburner even do? We'll find out later. Afterburners, additional combat speed. That's probably good. Let's take one. How do I get rid of it? Okay, right click. That means we need to have additional reactors because that costs us money. And then we'll do a deflector. Nope. Let's do a large deflector. And then the rest of it will fill with... Does this do anything? Okay, it increases maintenance, but not a huge amount. Alright, you can research that. That's fine. We'll save that as our cruiser, and then I'll build a few cruisers. They're very expensive. Actually, they're not that expensive. Let's do 4. That will be our Alpha fleet. They have not found anything yet. Also, I need to explore some of these places. Let's go ahead and build stations there first because it's closer to somebody else. Okay. Why don't you survey that system while you're at it? Okay, and then you go and make a bunch of wormholes. Wormholes! Wormhole sounds like some sort of a woman's apparel. Okay, I don't know if I can... I think I can take them, but for now, let's not forget about fighting those dudes. These guys are very angry, by the way. So they're annoying that we have machines now. Okay. I don't really care about them, to be honest, but I would like them to be a little bit more happier than they are right now. When they're unhappy, bad things start to happen. So let's see if we can do something about it. I don't have the ability to... Yeah, I can't really do a whole lot right now. I don't actually know how to make ourselves more spiritual, if you know what I mean. It's not in my vocabulary. It's that we're also struggling with food a little bit, which actually it's not too bad. Where is this? Okay, not too worried about them. If they attack me, they're probably dead. Food is low a little bit, but that's okay because we have all these farms that we can upgrade. Okay, you're on something which have nothing built, which is not good. Here you go. Enjoy. Okay. We're at -9 now because I managed to build yet another Betharian plant, I guess. So our energy is slowly moving toward independence. And in that, I think everything else will start to do the same thing as well. Okay. Alright, go ahead and research. I don't know where you are, by the way. Where are they centered at? I wonder if I can find it. From 5 citizens. I don't know where those 5 citizens are. So this is part of the mid-game that Stellaris put in to make it more interesting. Starting from the mid-game, you start to have to deal with factions. And sometimes it's not particularly easy, and you cause problems. You cause so much problem internally that your empire might just fall apart inside. You don't want that. Don't be like the Romans, or just about every single other major empire. Broom single. Fascinating. Okay. And then finally, we're going to go to Electra. And then build one last wormhole generator. Also, I need to worry about these dudes. What are they doing? Okay, I don't know where that is. I don't really care. I'm just happy. As soon as these 2 places finish their colonization, my energy will be positive. Alright. Review resources. Yeah, why not? I need strategic resources. Goodness. All these things. Okay, this one I will build on this side to be conservative. Because the goal of that particular thing in there is so that we can get back to where we were. Actually, before you do that, why don't you go ahead and survey this then first? So they're done. This is the border, by the way. It's hard to tell because we're... Oh my goodness! Octopleberon! Well, I'm glad that I put a city here. Alright, another one is done. I don't know if I wanna... Colony development speed, colony influence cost. That is going to be very helpful, and we're going to take it. Because I am in the process of colonizing. I wanted to review the other strategic resource too, because we also want to know where we should colonize. But, you know what? I'm not going to ask too many more questions right now. Just stick with it. Did I miss any? I missed this. Let's go ahead and survey that system. I'm waiting for this research to finish, and then we'll call it an episode. But you can see our research are going dramatically faster now. Almost everything's finishing within 2 years. Which tells us we should probably be expanding once again. And are you guys done building stuff? 2 more cruisers. This fleet is now pretty darn strong. And nearly everybody else except for these 2. One of them which is pretty happy with us now. Oh, hey. The curator. Greetings, star travelers. We are the curators. I'm not gonna talk like this anymore. Our ancient order was established eons ago by the various galactic powers, etc., etc., etc. They failed. Well, nice to meet you, failures. Also, these dudes, they're like, nope, you can't give us anything, we don't care. Trust We capped our trust with them, but we have not capped our trust with them yet. And they also don't care about the resources that I'm getting them. So that's all a waste of time. I am giving away 7 total per month, which is not a small amount. No, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Can I build stuff here? I don't think so, right? It's not gonna let me. No, I can't. But if I build something here, who benefits from it? It has to be them, right? No, wait, that's within my border. Okay, alright. I'm being crazy. Perfect. I'm gonna bring him home. Or I could not bring him home and make trouble. I like trouble more. That's just me. We're in fighting with somebody. Where is it? Wait. We better win this one. Let's watch. What are these guys? I don't know, but they're gonna die. You're all gonna die, I hope. Please die. Thank you. Not winning that quickly. Okay, now we're winning quickly. We're gonna lose a few ships, by the way. That's okay, though. It's worth it. Did I find anything useful here? Not particularly, unfortunately. Researches. Okay, you're done. Oh boy. Okay, so they're being smart. These two groups are trying to sort of ally together because they smell danger. The danger is me. Where am I? Alright. What I want to do here is I'm gonna start building some annoying things. Let's start with Escalante. Wait. Have to be our borders, of course. I'm being stupid. Anyway, let's not do that. Instead, why don't you come back here and build stuff like this? Our fleet here is done. There are 290. And then this is done. Let me pick a research. And we will end this episode. What is Heritage side? Doesn't matter. Naval capacity. Thanks for watching. See you next time.